Hey everybody, it's Jonathan from Red Pack Drums, and in this quick video I'm going to get the shit out of the septic tank drummer's drum library who was produced by this nobody called Jens Bogren or something. Who are they? So this producer produced bands like Op Eve, Sepulturanus, what? Dimmy Bulgir, and Imon Amarth. Something like that. Who the f are these bands, man? Who the hell this guy thinks he is? Coming over here, challenging me, Red Pack Drums, the greatest drum libraries out there. Is. So in this quick video, I'm going to compare the sounds and the features of the DS Drum RCS Essentials to their bullshit library and tell you what I think about it. So watch till the end, because it won't be a pretty sight. So we're doing 3 rounds of DS Drum RCS Essentials and Krimh Manol drums.
Round 1. Fight.
So in this first round, we're gonna need you guys telling us which one sounds the best. So I'm going to play them back to back and you guys be the judge of it. I'm going to put the 2 names of the libraries in the comments below and you guys comment on the one who loses. You put "you lose" or just "you lose," and the one with the most comments will lose the first round. I've created a drum part from a guitar riff of this Andrew dude, this TikToker who plays in the band The Man's Ritual. Go and check these guys out. Really some heavy stuff. First I'm going to play just the drums, then in the mix with guitars and bass. So let's go. First, DS Drum RCS Essentials. Krimh drums. Let's show me what you got. Okay. Not that bad. Pretty good, actually. Okay, in the mix. Yes. Right, Krimh drums in the mix. So what do you guys think? So post "you lose" on the one you think should lose.
Round 2. Fight.
So round 2 is all about price and how many drums are you getting for the price. So I made a quick sheet here with all the symbols and all the sounds in these libraries. So let's see, price wise. So the Krimh drums has a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $119 or euros. It's the same these days. And what do you get? 6 kick sounds, 2 snare sounds, 10 tom sounds, and 12 cymbal sounds. And that will be in total 30 drum sounds. The library is 3.44 gigabytes in size. Mapped, so the actual mapping, how many different notes are mapped for your electronic kit are in total 19. They use 2 kick drums, so you can map a second kick drum if you want. 1 snare, 5 toms are mapped, 11 cymbals. So if you have a big electronic drum kit with a lot of cymbals, that's nice. So the DS Drum RCS Essentials has a manufacturer suggested retail price of $139 or euros for that matter. And what do you get for this price? 27 different kick sounds, 30 different snare sounds, 36 different tom sounds, and 12 cymbals. That comes up to a whopping 105 different sounds. So slap the shit out of these Krimh drums. The total mapped, the total amount you can play in one time, you can load up in one time, are 12. 1 kick, 1 snare, 4 tom sounds, and 6 cymbal sounds. So on this one, we got a hit. But the biggest difference is if you have a big electronic drum kit and you are a metal player and you need a lot of cymbals, yeah, then the Krimh drums is more for you. But do you want a shit ton of different drum sounds? Yeah, then go with the DS Drum RCS Essentials, because the free library is 7 gigabytes. This is the actual one I'm using in this comparison. And the full version of the RCS Essentials is a whopping 30 gigabytes of samples. So that's really big and extensive, and you can go anywhere you want. But it has a little less of cymbals. So yeah, you choose. So in gigabyte size and in extensive wise of the libraries, it's not really a fair comparison, to be honest, but the price is almost the same and you get a ton of more samples with the DS Drum. And you can pick up the DS Drum free demo, link in the description, for totally free. You just need a Kontakt license to use it. The full version, just like the Krimh version, comes with the Kontakt player license, so you won't be needing that. So to my biased opinion, this round 2 goes to the DS Drum RCS Essentials, because for like 20 bucks more, you get 75 more drum sounds. You choose, but I think the value for money, Rat Pack drums. Pimba, pop, pop, up your ass. Just so you know, Okay, let's go to round 3.
Round 3. Fight.
Mixer capabilities. So we're just going to do a quick run through just the comparison between the two. What are the differences? There are a lot of features, and I will link some videos in the bio if you want to know all of the features of the DS Drum RCS Essentials. Also a video of Jens Bogren explaining all the features of the Krimh drums, so you can check it out if you want. I'm just comparing the biggest differences between the libraries, because they all have a MIDI setup. We've got some grooves, drum selection. This is the demo, but in the full version you can click different beaters. They also have different beaters in the Krimh library, so that's pretty much the same. So the Krimh drums library used a bit more of a conventional approach to the mixer, like it should go on an actual desk. And we as Rat Pack Drums took a little bit of a different approach, and we thought up something different that will give you a lot more capabilities and a lot more flexibility. So things like the master faders. We've got a lot more different microphones recorded to this library. They got close overhead and rooms. You can see if you click on the kick drum, you can control the bleed here of the overhead and the rooms. Snare drum, overhead and rooms, that's it. We also recorded some character microphones. So this is a stereo compressed microphone, this is a mono compressed microphone, and this is a sub microphone for every shell. So for the kick, the snare, and all the toms, we recorded these extra. So that's something that's pretty different. So with that said, we've got a master section where you can change the volume of all the microphones. So the close overhead, rooms, character, squash, and beef at once. so you don't have to click through all the tabs to get just the kick drum lower. No, you just go to the master, pop, you put the volume down. Here they routed these are all the close mics. Kick, kicks up, kick trigger, snare, bottom, bop, bop, bop. So these are the equivalent of the close mics we have here, and then they have a group overheads here. So it's a little bit of confusing because all of the samples have overheads, like the kick also have overheads, and they go all through this bus. So the kick bleed control tells the library how much of the kick comes through this final overhead bus. So that's also a little bit a different approach than how we did it. We just made different tabs for all the drum sounds. So if you want less kick in the overheads, then you go to overheads and you change the volume of the overheads there. So here's the bleed control, and they're routing it to the overheads bus, if that makes any sense. And if you click the overhead bus over there, you can see all the crash symbols, all the symbols here. It's like the bleed control of the kick. You can give more or less of all the symbols in the overheads. And next to that you have a bleed control, but that's only for the complete group. So how much of all the symbols go to the room bus. And for us, you can change the bleed on the room of all the symbols. You can change the bleed in the overheads of all the symbols. And we have closed mic recordings of the symbols as well. So, not to be bragging, but you know I like bragging, that's a lot more flexible and a lot more extensive, if you ask me. Next to that, because the way we laid it out, you can process every channel on every microphone. So you have an EQ and an FX on closed mics, on the overheads, on the character mics, on the squash mics, on all of the microphones you have an EQ and different processing. So that gives you a ton of capabilities, a ton of flexibility to make really crazy drum sounds. So if you click through some different presets we made in the full version, yeah, you can hear really crazy drum sounds that you cannot make with almost any other library, just due to the fact of all these possibilities on all the microphones. And next to EQ and FX on all of the microphones, on all of the instruments, you also have a spread function. So this is a stereo widener, a gate for all the microphones, and a pitch for everything. I'm telling you, everything. So go pick up the free version to try it out first, and if you don't have a Kontakt license, then you need to pick up the full version, but this will be the last library you'll ever need. So back to the Krimh drums. It's pretty intuitive how they set this up. So these are all the closed mics, and you can load up some plugins. Here you have 4 plugins, but you can load up 3 per channel at the same time. So if you can't do it with 3, don't bother. 3 is enough. You have 2 reverbs, pretty cool, a pitch knob for all the closed mics, and an attack hold decay function, but we call it a gate because you can shorten the sound, so it's much more obvious what that does. So another cool feature they put in is the link tom button. So when you control the bleed of the toms, they all go, you can see. So that's a little bit faster of a workflow. Not that necessary, but cool. I really like this added sample feature they're using. So you have 2 channels, one for the kick and one for the snare, where you can add or your own sample. That could be really fun. You could add a totally different sound to the kick drum if you want, or a better kick drum, but they also have 3 different kick drum samples here already. And on the snare drum, they've got also 3 different samples for the snare to add in. Pretty cool. I really like this feature. Probably I'm going to do that in our next library. And on these triggered sounds, you can add reverb, you can pitch them, and you can send your custom one shot to a reverb, short and long as well. So another cool thing the Krimh drums library has is a master section. So if you click on the master bus, you get some processing there, like the reverbs, a parallel compressor, a master EQ, and a master tape. We don't use that in the DS Drummer RCS Essentials, and my logic was you're probably using it in a DAW. If you want some master bus processing, just do it in your DAW. But if you guys like that feature and you want it in the DS Drum RCS Essentials or in a new library you're building, please leave it in the comments, because we're here for you. Tell me what you want. So these are the biggest differences of the mixer capabilities of these libraries. So both libraries use almost the same Kontakt processing in the background, but the routing is a little bit different, which gives the DS Drum RCS Essentials much more flexibility to it, which results in a much broader drum sounds, from breakbeat, high-pitched snares to metal, low-tuned, short-sounding drums. The RCS Essentials is more like a all-round kit. You can go whatever the fuck you want. The Krimh drums is more like, okay, this is a metal kit. And to be honest, when I saw the promo video, I thought, this is going to be another generic metal drum library where we already have a gazillion of, you know. But now opening up in my own DAW, seeing what are the capabilities, hearing the sounds in isolation, it really has its own character to it. I really think this could be an extra addition to your drum libraries. And if you like this Krimh septic tank, septic flashlight drummer sound, yeah, pick it up. It's a metal kit, obviously, with a lot of cymbals, tuned and recorded for metal, but it has some flexibility to it and an own character to it. Good job, gents. And Krimh. So also, full disclosure, they gave me the plugin. I asked them to send me their plugin to make a review. I really love these guys, what they do. Also with the bass knob, the Ref C guitar plugin. Really easy, one knob plugins. You put it on your clean DI and you got really fast, really great guitar or bass tone. So I'm not picking a fight with these guys. I'm just joking around. So if you like what you saw, please use the affiliate links below. Use Redpack Drums discount code to get a nice discount on their products, and you'll be supporting me and my channel. That would mean a lot. Thank you. And also pick up a free demo of the RCS Essentials, link in the bio as well. If you already have a great drum tone but you need a great bass tone, check out this video where I review the bass knob. This is such a simple plugin to get a great bass tone. It will baffle your mind. Love you, Krimh and gents. I hope you're not mad. I was just joking around. Don't come look me up in the Netherlands. I did 3 days of kickboxing, so watch out. Till next time. Ciao.